Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy, and I am so happy that you are here with me this week. This is your weekly reading for June 30th to July 6th. Now, we will get right into your reading. First of all, I want to welcome those of you that are new to my channel. I hope you enjoy your reading today. I certainly hope it resonates. I also want to give a shout out to all of you that are returning, and thank you so much for all of your love and support. I appreciate all the likes, the shares, all of the comments mean something to me. They're very important to me, so I want to thank you for reaching out. It helps me connect with your energy. When you subscribe to my channel, it brings connections even closer, and I appreciate the support. So I want to, first of all, thank you very much for that, Scorpio. Now, we will be getting into your incoming energies, but I want to bring to your attention that when I was pre-shuffling, because again, I do meditate on your energies before I videotape these readings. And what was coming up was there's definitely, it's a time for you to be flexible, all right? Flexibility and going with the flow is going to be incredibly important because there are some fated events that are coming into play for you this week. And I think it's going to set things in motion for you. And it could be things that, you know, again, when it's fated things, sometimes it's, beyond our control, of course. But it also could be events that are happening in synchronicity with other things that are happening in our life as well. So I feel like it's going to be really an important time for you to be flexible. I feel like it's time to really embrace that this week. We are going to get your angel message. So we're going to get the angel message and the angel number. We're going to reveal it at the end of the reading. Now, we'll see how it relates to the rest of the reading, but most importantly, it is a number and a message that your angels are sending across to you. So it's something for you to keep in mind as you move through the week as well. See the synchronicities with the number, and with the message, and then we'll reveal it at the end. It wants me to do this. So, you know what? I'm going to follow it. There we go. All right, Scorpio, incoming energies. Is it all about flexibility this week for Scorpio? Because it sounds like there's some fated events coming into play. Those cards came out right away when I was shuffling. So let's see. Yeah, you've got some changes happening. Well, aren't you used to the regeneration? Aren't you used to all of that? All right. For some of you, I feel like there's multitude of changes happening in your life. The regeneration number 46 in numerology, number 46 is the number 10. So something is coming to an end to open and make way for something new. You're building something new in your life and it's starting to go through a new process. Those old cycles in your life that you're healing from, this is the time where you're starting to see changes and transitions. For some of you, it could be something to do with your home for sure. No place like home, number 50. A home isn't always the stability of our home, like the walls and the roof that we live under. No place like home can be where we feel at home. It could be, with people in our lives. It could be with our circumstances at this time. It's where we feel safe. It's where we feel stable, where we feel secure. And this no place like home, something in your inner world is going through a restructure. It's going through a change. And I feel like it's a change that is going to be fated for you. It's something that's going to require you to be flexible. And I feel like this is a change that you've been waiting for. And it's something that I think, again, I know for the longest time I talk about renovations with you guys, Scorpio, because there's something that you're embarking on where you're making changes. There's things that are restructuring in your life, and it could be a home. It could be parts of your home. But I feel like it's just that safe haven in your life is going through a restructure, and I think it's going to be something that opens up the doors, that actually puts an old cycle to close and brings in new energy. Let's look at your current energies and find out what's happening there. All right, Scorpio. Oh, so you did get the fates. That's what came out in the pre-shuffle, which means number 17, the fates, there's something in your current energies is fated for you. A cycle is ready to go through a restructure. There is something in your home going through a restructure. Maybe it's relationships in the home, maybe it's family dynamics in the home, maybe it's how you feel about situations around you that bring you security, stability. Maybe you are physically moving. Maybe you're moving into a new home. Maybe you're buying your first home. Maybe you're retiring and you are moving and buying a vacational, like a home for vacation. There's so many different elements to this. This is energy that's fated for you. This is meant to happen. This is a synchronicity that is meant to happen for you. Number 37, never-ending story. Never-ending story, we can think, oh my goodness, what is this energy that keeps circulating around me and I can never put closure to it? I'm happy to say with number 37 in numerology is also, the number 10, which means there is some sort of cycle in your life that I think that you have to pay special attention to, because it's something that keeps circulating around what your heart, it's something to do with what your heart matters of the heart, things that bring love and joy to your life. There is a never-ending story where you're just feeling like you need to put some sort of closure to something. And there's something that's fated for you, meaning there is a closure of something that you feel has been circulating around you that you can't ever put closure to. And it's fated. It's a fated event that happens, and it's happening in your current energies to show you that this cycle is ready to close out. You are ready to begin something new. Number 35, with a loyal heart. For some of you, it could be what's fated for you is a new emotional relationship with somebody, and it could be love, passionate love. It could be platonic love, friendships. It could be anything that to do with a loyal heart, meaning that this loyal heart isn't just your loyal heart. You show that, but it's also that you're being reciprocated with somebody who's got a loyal heart as well. And I think whatever this never-ending story is in your current energies is that it's time to put something of heart matters to rest, because there's something better fated for you. And it has something to do with stronger bond, stronger relationships, better communications, more loyalty, more trust, more honesty. So again, you could be releasing yourself from a relationship of some sort that wasn't bringing that to the table. And now all of a sudden, through fated events, through a surprise connection, through an event that you go to, you meet somebody, or you meet, even if it's a friendship, you meet somebody who has got that same loyal heart as you do. So you can relate to them in a much healthier way as well. And you see, all of this going on in your current energies is the regeneration that's taking place. It's that number 10 as well, right? 10, just like the never-ending story. Number 37 is number 10. We're ending that cycle in our life. This is like the death card. We're regenerating something. We're saying goodbye to an old way and we're bringing in new life. There's a new life and a new energy around your home, around what your heart truly wants, that brings that sanctuary, that brings that peace, all happening for you. All right. The water signs have lovely energies this week. So I really feel like things are changing and transitioning in a very nice way for the water signs. All right, let's get your 9 cards, Scorpio. We're going to start with the first 3. We'll make it through all 9, talk about them, and then we're going to clarify. So let's get right into that for you. Start with the first 3 cards for the beautiful sign Scorpio. Got some changes and transitions happening, but I think it's going to be for the betterment in the future here. You got the wheel. Wow, you got beautiful cards. All right. Keep this as simple as we can. 2 of coins. 2 of coins feels like juggling things sometimes, but there is a ship that's ready to come in for you, and it's time for you to open the door and see its potential. I think a lot of you too, for some of you, you've been putting a lot of pressure on yourself, so you've been juggling or burning the candle at both ends, really trying to find that balance in your life. And I think that there's a door that's opening that's going to help you choose a path. It's going to help you understand also that it's important to be flexible, because the 2 of coins is juggling these coins. They have to be flexible because they're bouncing from one energy to another. They're trying to keep everything copacetic. So it could be relationships, it could be jobs, it could be multiple jobs, it could be multiple financial opportunities. And it could be balancing out love and family with your work. But whatever the case may be for you, the 2 of coins is a reminder that in the midst of all of the hard work that we put into everything, that it's important to give yourself that time for fun and joy as well. We need to balance that energy as well. The 10 of Wands, right? So when we're juggling things in our life, we're feeling a little bit of burdens, or we're feeling a little bit heavy weight on our shoulders. Now, this is a number 10 as well, so you got some 10s in your reading. The 10 of Wands, this is a cycle that's coming to a close. You're figuring out, and it's time for you to figure out how you make some significant changes in your life to release yourself from burdens, responsibilities that sometimes we take on that are not just ours alone. We don't delegate. We take it all on ourselves. With the Ten of Wands, there's a destination that you are ready to reach. But because you are feeling so heavily weighted, it's making it that much harder. It doesn't mean that it's not going to happen, but it's making that much harder to reach the finish line. By being able to figure out what it is you need to release this heavy burden, go through that regeneration, you're going to find your safe haven. You're going to find that pleasant point, that happiness. And it all comes with a change in cycle. That leads us to the 10, the Wheel of Fortune. Transformations are definitely happening around you. This is a cycle change. There's a major cycle change happening for you. The Wheel of Fortune is number 10. The regeneration is number 46, which is number 10. It's time to release something, and the universe is giving you the tools you need to move forward on this new journey. This is a fated journey for you that is helping you with the transformations that are happening in your life. This wheel is good fortune and expansion coming into play for you as well. Let's get to the next row. Let's find out. So lovely. I love to see that wheel. That cycle change also helps release those burdens as well. It helps you find the balance between joy in your life, balancing work and play. All right, one more card, please. Spirit, angels, guides. Thank you. And we've got, excellent. We've got the Two of Cups, right? Two of Cups, we look at that and we go, oh, it must be love. Well, sure, it could be love, absolutely, for some of you. We've got a couple twos in your reading already here. Maybe there is a partnership. Maybe there's an agreement. Maybe this Two of Cups is your connection to your own spirituality, your own faith. Could be somebody that you have your eye on. Maybe it's a relationship that you've been in for many, many years. You know, maybe there's some things that you've been juggling in that relationship. It's time to open up to maybe some new ideas. There could be some information or insight coming with regards to some sort of partnership as well. Remember, partnerships can be love, but they can be love of all different kinds. So it can be passionate love. It can be parental love. It can be parent, like it can be child, like that you love your children, right? I guess that would be parental. It can be the love that you have for yourself, connection you have with yourself. So the Two of Cups can be a variation of many different things. Now, in the middle of the reading, you've got the Princess of Swords. This is a message that's coming that brings light. It brings direction. It brings insight. You could be waiting on a message. Maybe this is the message that's going to break through everything that really helps signify something for you. Maybe it's something you've been waiting for. Again, so I think there's some sort of message coming to light. And then the Six of Coins, be open to receive because there's some wonderful gifts coming your way. The Six of Coins, I think that again is trying to find that balance. I think that you're going to see that I think financially you're going to see that things are actually coming in a little nicer for you as well. For those of you as well, I think there's a message that's coming and it could have something to do with, it's like a reciprocation here. Maybe it's monies. It could be money for some of you where maybe there was a partnership where somebody owed you some money, and I think that you're going to see that that's coming through. There's definitely a message that's coming through that's really a support system for you, because the Six of Coins is really being on that end and being open to receive some wonderful blessings in your life as well. And I think it's coming through a partnership and coming through a message. Let's see here with the last three cards, Scorpio. Then we'll clarify. We'll get a little bit more understanding. One and one more, please. Thank you. All right. All right, we've got the Queen of Cups. That Queen of... no, not Queen of Cups. Sorry. You're the Queen of Cups. This is the Queen of Coins. Earth energy. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, if that makes any sense for some of you, Scorpio. But it doesn't have to be those signs. I just say them so that you can relate to it if it's part of your birth chart. But the Queen of Coins, very meticulous. She's very much about planning for her future. She can be a little bit... I think for me, the Queen of Coins can be very structured with her money because she knows she needs to plan for the future. So she's very careful with her money, and she will have money because she's careful with it. She plans it out well. So there's something that you're in the planning stages of there. Queens again, queens, kings. There's no gender with this card reading. So, take it as it resonates. The Knight of Wands is movement, right? I think for some of you, there is movement happening. And I think for some of you, it's a movement after some sort of a break. You're healing from something and it's time to move on to the next phase of your life. That's why you've got the Knight of Wands and you've got the Three of Swords. I think you're very practical about your approach on how you're doing this. I think you're healing from something that broke your heart with the Three of Swords, but you're moving on from it because you can see that the sun is rising. And with that, there's positive movement because the Knight of Wands is a fast-moving knight. He's ready to charge forward. He's got a lot of confidence. He's protected. He's wearing his suit of armor. This horse is ready to move forward. You're regenerating. A never-ending story that caused heartbreak is coming to a close. Something that may have hit close to home. Maybe it did for some of you. But you're ready to venture in a new direction. And this is something that's going to open up, like this, you're thinking of this in a very practical way. And I think that this is really important because this is what's going to set you up for success, Scorpio. All right, let's get into your clarifying cards. Find out a little bit more as to what's happening here. All right, we're going to get the 2 of Coins and the 10 of Wands. We're juggling things and we need to figure out to get balance because we need to release whatever these burdens are. So let's find out what that is. Oh, wow. Very powerful card for you. You got number 1, the Magician. Right? The universe is saying this is your time, Scorpio. You need to manifest the things. The life that you want, you can have it because you have the magic within you. You have the power within you. You are the creator. You are the visionary. And although sometimes it feels like you're juggling many different balls in the air and it feels like responsibilities are heavily weighted on you, the Magician card is showing you that with this positive flow of energy that's happening, requiring you to be flexible, the universe is giving you everything that you need to bring those intentions to light. So I really think this is a powerful time for you. Major transformations are taking place, all thanks to your own intentions, the things that you are setting up for success for yourself. 10 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Let's find out with the 10 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. You got the Star card. So here we've got wish fulfillment. We've got healing. We've got Aquarius energy, number 17, the Star. Not only that, like obviously our emotions are flowing quite nicely here because we're able to communicate, we're able to heal from something in our life, which is bringing us transformations, emotional transformations, spiritual transformations. The Star card is alignment. So you're really starting to see that things are aligning and in tune with what your heart truly desires. The things that you want out of your life, the vision that you have set for your future, for the here and now, that vision is all in alignment. So the stars are aligning the way that they're supposed to, and it's actually aligning with some transformations, but also with a good, fortunate cycle happening for you as well. All right, the 2 of Cups and the Princess of Swords. There's a message that's bringing you some insight. So let's see what that message is. Wow, it's coming to you intuitively. Number 2, the High Priestess. So very much your intuition is to be trusted. We always talk about that. Your spirituality is a very important part of who you are and the cycles that you're going through. But the High Priestess is just another indication of how it's important to be really in touch with the spiritual messages that are coming through, especially this week. Those nudges that you get in the pit of your stomach are really guiding you in the direction that is meant for you. It is in alignment with a message that's coming through, and this message will bring you clarity. You won't have any question. You won't be questioning this message because it's going to be everything that you have been looking for. Princess of Swords and the 6 of Coins. Be open to receive. So when we have the 6 of Coins, I said be open to receive. Well, maybe it's not money. Maybe it's be open to receive the messages that are coming through for you because there's something definitely coming through. And it's something more in alignment with what it is you've been truly wanting to set your intentions for. The 7 of Wands, you're empowered at this moment, showing a great deal of inner power and external power as well. There's all these arrows that, these wands are all shooting at you all at the same time. So it's a little overwhelming. But you know what? You hold the wand with fire. You've got a passion inside of you and you are a go-getter. You're standing on the edge of a cliff and you are ready to face whatever is necessary because you have just an unbelievable amount of power and strength within you this week. There's nothing that will hold you back. You set the boundaries that are necessary. Time to be open to receive. And when you get that message, you go with it. You go with your gut feeling. You follow that intuition. It's going to allow you to stand up for what you truly want. If you notice here, the 7 of Wands, you're wearing a red cloak. Well, you're also wearing a red cloak here with the Magician. Endless and boundless opportunities are available to you. Why? Because of your own strength, your own courage. Queen of Coins and the Knight of Wands. I think you're moving quickly towards something that's going to bring more stability in your life. Could be a change of residence, could be a change of your finances. Could be a change in a relationship. 2 of Cups, again, we've got another 2 of Cups. You got it twice in your reading. Could definitely be a partnership. Could be a partnership that you have with somebody who's either fire or earth energy. It could be somebody who is so completely opposite to who you are. However, you connect on such a spiritual level that it's just undeniable that this is somebody that's meant for you. It's changing your life. It's changing your circumstances. That no place like home, where maybe you were feeling empty because maybe you weren't sharing that space with someone else. You've got the Two of Cups twice here. You could be opening up the ideas of bringing that into your life. But I truly believe it's somebody who's very grounded. The Queen of Coins, she's something that's in it for the long haul. She's in it for the long term. And the Knight of Wands brings a sense of adventure. So this Two of Cups could definitely be somebody who is very opposite from who you are, but brings a new element to a relationship. Now, it could be a love relationship. It could be a new friendship that just is, they bring a sense of excitement. All right, the Knight of Wands and the Three of Swords. This new connection that you're making could be helping you heal as well. And you got the Five of Wands. So why do we have a struggle here? We're going to get another card for that. So with the Five of Wands, we see it as competition. We see it as a little bit of, maybe a little bit of conflict. Is it internal conflict? Is it a conflict that you're feeling because it's, you're trying to heal your heart, but you're also moving in a new direction? Things are happening quickly. Maybe some of you are feeling that you do have to stand your ground. Maybe you have to set some boundaries, and this is what you're struggling with because you're still healing from something. Let's find out. Why the Five of Wands? Why the Five of Wands? Spirit, angels, guides. Okay, and then you got the Wheel of Fortune again. The circumstances in your life are changing. The cycles in your life are changing. Good fortune is starting to come in for you. You're starting to see that your life is expanding on a multitude of levels, maybe not just one level. Again, that's why we got the Two of Coins. You're juggling things a little bit. But the Wheel of Fortune is really, the circumstances in your life that you were finding that were either competitive or conflicting with. That cycle in your life where maybe it was a struggle for you to heal is all coming to a close because the Wheel of Fortune is showing you that this is a healing process. The cycles are changing, and you can look forward to a new set of circumstances coming into your life. You're going through that regeneration. Number 10 is an extremely important number, but not only that. Number 2, huge. You've got a lot of 2s in here. So again, 10s and 2s. All right, let's see your angel message for you, Scorpio. Okay, so it says your path may be bumpy, but this soon will alter soon. And I think we see it a little bit of a bumpy road. We see it with the Ten of Wands, right? We see some challenges with feeling some burdens. We're juggling things with the Two of Coins. We're juggling things. We're feeling that Three of Swords energy, so we're healing. We're struggling with setting boundaries. We're struggling with healing from something, but everything is on course in this reading to see change, and it's significant change. It's not just a little bit of change. It's a drastic amount of change. And it's saying, even though sometimes our paths may be bumpy, this is going to alter very soon. And I think you're going to start to see that because transformations are taking place. You can see the positive aspects within that. Let's get a secondary information here. Another message. We've got a bumpy path, but what is at the end of that path? I think you're going to see that it's going to be it's going to be in alignment with something for you. Okay, so first of all, this is the one when I was talking, it came out. It says preservation, okay? It's preservation. It says reevaluate this battle you're engaged in, okay? A hasty retreat may be in order. Self-preservation may be the only thing salvageable. So I think that has a lot to do with the Three of Swords, and there's some sort of, and I believe that this is something that's already been happening. It's almost as if you're looking for a resolution. There's a little bit of a conflict with some sort of Three of Swords. Now, Three of Swords can be matters of the heart. It can be a marriage. It can be a relationship. It can be family relationships. It can be work related. But remember, it's time to reevaluate. You're reevaluating this battle because the Wheel of Fortune is bringing in new opportunities, and it's changing the cycle. And even though it may feel like this path is bumpy, it is altering soon because you're reevaluating the situation. And then what comes from that is joy. It says lighten up. Find that hidden inner child and have a play date. Laugh, be silly, dance, and sing. It's time to have fun again. That bumpy road is coming to a close, and we know that because we've got the Wheel of Fortune twice in your reading. Something that you feel has been a little bit of maybe a never-ending story is coming to a close. You're bringing back that peace and joy in your life as well. All right, we're going to get one additional angel message for you, Scorpio, and then we're going to get your angel number. We're going to reveal what that is. So let's see this special message for you. Wow, we've got passion reignites, and within the flawless patterns of each other's soul, you discover inner peace. You are caressed by each other's love, and this unfolds as endless blessings. Place no restriction on one another. Be firmly grounded within each other's soil, but allow enough space for your branches to sway freely so that you each may dance in the song, to the song of your own spirit. Oh my goodness, I just feel like all of that ties in the joy. It ties in that there is a new emotional experience happening for you. Scorpio, you're letting go. That cycle of what once caused pain although a bumpy road, is starting to clear up. That never-ending story is coming to an end. And joy is being replaced. Wow, fantastic. Okay, let's close out your reading. So remember, 2s and 10s, extremely important numbers for you this week, but now let's look at what the angels would like to share with you. You have some readjustments. Well, we see that with all the transformations that are taking place. Number 16, 16. So 1s, 6s, 16, 61, 66, 11. Any of combinations of those numbers, however you see them, is your angels really sending you messages. Readjustments, it says overcoming obstacles, soul mates, romance, affection, support, and comfort. It says your level of self-control is sufficient to make things right. On the horizon is the possibility of beginning a new romantic or platonic friendship, as well as a chance to begin life anew with a person from one's past. For some of you, maybe. Everything is going to fall into the place that it's meant to be for you. You're making readjustments. Beautiful energies, a very impactful reading for you this week, Scorpio. Please let me know if this is relatable, if there is parts of this that make sense for you. I appreciate it. And thank you again for all of your love and support. Until next week, sending love, light, and positive vibes.